everyone, and welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura. Welcome back, all of you returning subscribers, and welcome new subscribers. I'm so happy that you're here. This is my little corner where I love to sit down and discuss all things knit and crochet. So it has been a little bit since I've been on here making a podcast for all of you. I went on vacation last week and it was just absolutely wonderful. Had a wonderful time at church camp and just came back feeling so uplifted, and it took me a couple days to recover, though, however, because of the late night coming back home. We got some, there was catastrophic flooding in the Quad Cities, and we're not too close to the Quad Cities, but it was quite a ride coming back on the church van, and we ran into some torrential rains and we had to pull over, and then one time we kind of went off the road a little bit, so that was a little bumpy and a little scary, but it's okay. We got back safely and it was a wonderful trip. I will put in some photos here for you to see. That's the campground there where I stayed. And then we had service every evening with dinners. So it was a wonderful time. We stayed in the dorms where they have the big, large, it's all air conditioned, and we had bunk beds in there, and it was just a wonderful time. Wonderful time, and I look forward to going to that every year. I went last year with some friends. This year I went with friends, and it was just a wonderful trip. Wonderful time. It's camping, but it's not a campground, but it's all air conditioned and inside, so we're not out in the heat or in the elements, which I prefer. Okay, so also too, I'll throw in a little clip in here of my flowers that I have not showed you yet. I had mentioned that I had a second flower box out front of our property. So I will put in a little clip of that right here. So I hope you all enjoyed that. They sure are pretty. The flowers that have two colors, those are called fireworks zinnias, I do believe. So I got those from seed and just kept them all indoors, and then just planted them outside and just kept dividing them. They've really done wonderful. We've had abundant heat. We've had plenty of rain now. We've had some storms around in the area, but everything was all good here. Power didn't go out or anything like that, so we're thankful for that. So I hope wherever you are at that you are safe. I hope that you do not have loved ones that are lost. I hope that you are not affected by the flooding or anything like that. If you are, my prayers with you. My heart goes out to you. It was really devastating what's been going on lately. A lot of people with missing loved ones. So, yeah. So, anyway, my heart goes out to you, and I hope that you are safe and well. All right. I didn't get a lot finished this week. I did get one thing finished, and you have not seen it yet. What I'm wearing, I showed you this on my last episode, which was my anniversary episode, my 2nd year anniversary on YouTube. Speaking of that, I'm so thankful and grateful to all of you because you made it happen. I am over my 1,000 subscribers, but as of right now, I just need those watch hours to build up the time, and then I'll be able to monetize. When I do, I'm planning on opening up a Happy Mail and putting out more tutorials for you to where if you want to, you don't have to, because I like to give my things away. You don't have to, but it would be nice if you would like to give me a tip once I get monetized on my tutorials. So, yeah. I appreciate all of you. I really do. Well, I'll show this to you now that I have it on. I made this with drops Andes. I think I have a little bit of that yarn back there. This is a bulky 5, and it is just a large, let's see if I can, well, I'm not sure. Stand back a little bit. It's just a little bit of an oversized side tie vest. This is a self-drafted pattern. I did not use a pattern, but I used drop Andes. I have it blocked. The ties are I-cords. I just knitted this on a US size 11. Now, anytime I mention a needle size, got little wrinkles in the front, I see. I had it folded up. Anytime I mention a needle size on here at US size, I will also, in writing, add the millimeter size when I edit my film or my podcast. So I'm going to grab some of the yarn I have down here. I have it in another color too. The one I used for this is all I have left. And it's drops Andes, and it is a mix of alpaca and wool. It's a chunky yarn, and it is just so squishy, so gorgeous to work up. It just makes the most beautiful woolen garment. And my experience, what happened with mine, I noticed, you know, some wool will bloom. It'll fill out and bloom. This did not. What happened with mine, and I'm even more pleased about, by the way, this just sort of gave more drape. It opened it up a little bit, and it gave it more drape. I apologize for the wrinkles in front. I had it folded up on my shelf back here behind me. But this is the back. And I knitted the back ribbing a little bit longer. If you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. I knitted that a little bit longer than the front. Just a style feature I wanted to put in. And then the ties were just sewn in. I knitted these separately. And just an I-cord, and then I sewn them in. And on the sides, and I was worried about this curling in, but once I blocked it, I can see it. This is just a knit every row. Just a garter stitch here. I thought that would give it a little bit of ribbing, but without having to go back and knit all the ribbing. I was doing it along as I was knitting the body. So I started on my size 11. I just kept the same needle throughout. And I just did a 1 by 1 rib. And then on the ends, the 3 stitches on the ends, once I got the rib complete, and I didn't go all the way down. I should have. It's one thing I did not do because I kind of thought of the idea as I got so far up, but that's all right. Next time I make one, I will, right after the ribbing ends, start the last 3 stitches at the beginning and the end of the row with that garter stitch. So yeah, this is much lighter now and drapier now, and it's not thick and heavy. You would think for a 5-weight yarn or a bulky yarn, it's like a number 5, that it would be more thick and combining, you know, I'm trying to think of the word, more thick and just kind of bulky and fluffy. But it is soft and fluffy, but it's loose and drapey too. It's going to be perfect for early fall. And with the open sides, it's very breathable. I like that. So that's how I made it. Now I just kept knitting completely straight up like that, in that fashion, with the 3 knit stitches on each end and every row. And then when I got up to where I wanted the neck, this is not a rounded neck. There's no neck shaping in my pattern, or in my drafted pattern here. It's just a plain bind off, keep knitting, go back, cast on, keep, you know, and then you have that slit for the neck opening. You'll have a slit. It'll look like a slit at first. And just keep going on down the back and then come back and pick up, and it's a 1-by-1 rib. It's just a 1-by-1 rib. Just like I did for the bottom. So I got this yarn, Drops Andes, at Wool Warehouse. I'm not affiliated with them. It would be very nice if they would like to partner up with me. Because I'm always working, I'm always shopping over there. I'm always trying out their new yarns and things. So, but anyway, yes, Drops Andes is, I'm going to give you the percentage on here. I probably told you before. It's 65% alpaca, 35, no wait, no, stop. I'm sorry. 65% wool and 35% alpaca. So very nice, very light. Love it. Not this shade is, not sure what this shade is. Gonna tell me? There we go. 7130. 7130 is this shade. It's like a deep turquoise. So it's very nice. I like it. Okay, so finished object number 1. Although I did show it to you last time. I just wanted to wear it and show you how it looks on me or on a person. Okay, next thing I completed. Well, I already showed you this. If you're watching my shorts, my YouTube shorts, you'll see that I made myself a little cotton summer hat. I'm going to put that on too. This is nice when I go outside of the sun. It keeps the bugs out of my hair, and it shades my eyes and my face. And it's nice and light and breathable and foldable. I made this with leftovers of Drops Cotton Light in 3 different colors. And I just self-directed the little flower. It's just a little, I try to make it like a little daisy flower, sunflower. So it's very nice. I like it. I started, why did I do this? Okay, I started with the flower squares, and these are just a granny square. And if you want to make a summer hat, just start out with a granny square. Make it about, well, you want it about 5 to 6 inches across each one. You want 4 of those, and then sew them together in the round to make like a ring or a circle of 4 squares. Then you begin by picking up at the top of the hat and just go in the round and just decrease, you know, where you need to decrease until you got just a few stitches, and then just cinch them in and tie it, and That's how you make it. And the brim is held 2 strands double using a smaller hook to make it stiff. And it does stand out, which I like. It's still a floppy hat, and it will be a floppy hat, but you know, it kind of sticks up a little bit better with that thicker, with that yarn held double. So that's that. Okay. What else? I have completed my socks. Yay! I finally got a pair of socks done this year. These have been on my needles for, way too long. I used a, was it a 2 I think it's a 2 millimeter knitting needle, I think, or a 2.25. I think it's a 2.25 actually. Well, whatever, okay, whatever US size 3 would be. I'll put it right here on the screen because I have not got memorized the millimeter sizes. I'm still on US terms. I'm old-fashioned and I'm on US terms. But anyway, yeah. Got these done, these pretty rainbow socks. I've worn them, I've washed them. I did not put them in the dryer because I'm not sure what the yarn is. I don't want to take them out of the dryer and have to give them to a small child, if you know what I mean, with shrinkage. I could have done a little bit better on the heel, but, you know, they're just a plain vanilla sock pattern, just straight up. These were knitted toe up, 2 at a time. So I knitted them 2 at a time. And the toe, here's where you start on the toe. You see the toe there? That's the stitching that you start on the toe. And you don't have to sew the toes, which is what I like. The way you cast it on, it makes it seamless. To where you don't have to sew. There's no sewing involved at all. None. None whatsoever. When you're finished, you bind them off. So, yeah, I'm kind of anxious to want to do another pair of socks because I have some special hand-dyed yarn that I bought from Wool Warehouse, and I'm going to talk about that next here. I'm going to grab it. Now, I'm not affiliated with them or sponsored by them or anything, but I still like to talk about their yarn because this is very pretty. This is something new that they've got out recently, and this is a very generous hank, by the way. This is Yarnsmiths merino sock, and I got this. They're only, oops, I think it's kind of coming untwisted up there. Oh no. There we go, we fix it. You can get these for $10. Now they might be a little higher now, but when I bought mine, it was only $9.99. It was $10 for a generous hank. It's a superwash merino wool and nylon blend. I'm looking for info here. Info. Here we go. Info. It's a 100-gram hank. 3.5 ounces, 400 meters, or 437 yards. 75% superwash, 25% nylon. Very, very nice, soft, and silky. So I just picked this shade. What is this shade? This shade is number 2V080. It's called Mississippi Mud. I love it. I thought about making a pair of socks, or perhaps I will make a scarf and make a nice scarf too. So I'm getting warm with the hat now. I'll stick it up to about 80, 87, 88 today here in Northern Illinois. So that's nice, and I just wanted to show that because thinking about doing something with that coming up soon. All right, that's all my finished objects. That's all I have. Because I went, on vacation and all that. And when I'm on vacation, I may sit and knit for like a minute or two or whatever. But, with friends and activities and all the such thing, there's not a lot of time for knitting. So even though I took my project and I did get some progress done on it. But before I get too far into that, we're going to talk about whips. Alrighty, well, I'm going to show you my sweater that I have been working on for a while. This is my Sunshine t-shirt, and I finished all of that hand-dyed sock yarn in the middle. That gave it that little bit of color, and isn't that pretty? And then I also had another merino wool and silk sock yarn that I added for the in the color bands. You see it up here, then you see it down low here. This is a self-drafted V-neck sweater. And I am knitting this using Drops Nord and Yarnsmiths merino wool and silk mohair. Mohair. No, wait, no. So, silk mohair, not merino wool. Drops Nord is merino wool. Let's see. Well, not 100%. It's 45% alpaca and 30% polyamide and 25% wool. So this has more alpaca than wool. And the polyamide in there makes it really soft. And this is just a silk mohair from Yarnsmiths. So held double, it makes very nice fabric. As you can see. Very nice fabric. It's very nice and light. I need to get really focusing on this now. I am focusing on another object, trying to finish that, and then I'm going to get back into this. And for fun, although you can't see it down here, I thought it would be fun to put some lace detail down at the bottom. I don't know why I did that. I just think it's fun. We'll see how that turns out when it's all complete. I have a few more inches to go though. I am only sitting at about 8 inches under the arm. I don't want a cropped belly top, so I'm going to keep going. This one I want to have its proper length. So, yeah. Been working on it, just self-drafted, raglan style, lace raglan. So when you make one of these, and you make in the raglan, because you make that circle and then divide out for the raglan. With this, you do not connect it. You increase each end, so it's making a V. And your mark first, you get your marked where you want your arms. Right at the beginning, as you can see, right at the beginning, you can see the circle right there. Right at that beginning, you're going to mark for your arms, and that's your lace raglan, okay? And then instead of just going around and round, you're increasing on each end, and that makes a V until you get where you want it, and then you just keep going in the round after that, because you don't want your V-necks too low. I haven't got this on extra needles. Next time I'm going to have it on extra needles, and I will try it on for you. I know you've been wanting to see it on, and I promise to do that. So that's that. I'm using a US size 8, which is that millimeter right there. So yeah, I got that I need to get back to. Now what I'm almost finished with, is right here. It's the leftovers. I lost this label. Oh, here it is. Way down there. This was Stylecraft Love You. This is what I have left. I'm just going to keep going. If I don't have enough to finish, I have some peachy colored, well, it's like a mango-y peach colored Drops Andes. No, not Drops Andes. I'm sorry. Drops Cotton Light back there to finish. And this is another pattern that I just self-drafted. You can see. I don't know if the camera's picking up the pattern. It's like a diagonal. Oh, I don't know if you can see that or not. Well, if you can't, I'm sorry. I'm just making a scarf. Coming down, just a asymmetrical scarf. Thought that would be nice to have for summer. I want to get busy and finish it because many times I go out and my tops come way down and I get cold right here. You know, when we get in the air conditioning and the fan is blowing, you get cold, right? I do. I get cold right here. So a perfect little neck scarf is a perfect accessory to your outfits and keeps your neck a little bit more comfortable. So I'm sorry you cannot see that. It's really a subtle pattern. Yeah. Oh, there I can see a little bit if I hold it still. Can you see the diagonal, the pearls? Yeah, it's just a knit 4 and purl 1. And then you're just moving it over each row when you come back on the knit side. So you're doing that pattern on the knit side, and then the wrong side is just purl. But at each end, you're knitting 3 stitches. Always. Garter stitch on each end. And it's doing that curling. But it does that. That's what this top did until I blocked it. So, Stylecraft love you. It is a sport weight. Let me see. I'll let you know a little more info on it. It is a 60% cotton and a 40% acrylic. It's on sale at Wool Warehouse. It's on clearance. When you go over there and on their main page, tap the 3 lines if you're on a phone. I don't know what it is for a computer. And up will pop sale and clearance. Tap that. And you should see it in there. Or just type it in. Just type it in. Stylecraft Love You Yarn. It's a DK weight. 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. There are 229 yards on here, or 210 meters. This is shade number 3776. So I'm not sure if they have any more left or not, but you can check that out for yourself and see. It makes beautiful summer garments. What else did I make out of this? I made the Carly Cardi out of that. It's over here. I made the Carly Cardi. Whoops. This is a very old shawl. This shawl on the back of my chair. Oh, sorry, I'm blocking it. The shawl on the back of my chair is about 10 years old. It's one of my oldest ones. Since I donated a lot of shawls to the auction, I don't have a lot now, so I'm making some more. But anyway, this was what I made with it in crochet. This is what it looks like in crochet. I'm going to try to, oops, it's inside out. I'm sorry. I should have had this on a hanger for you, and you could have seen it much better. Goodness. Get it right, Laura. Oh, it's still not right. Well, anyways, it's a long cardigan. It's just 3 double crochet, skip 2, 3 double crochet doing that. If you want the pattern, however, go see Kelly over at Craft and a Cuppa. And it's Carly spelled K-A-R-L-E-E. Carly Cardi. And you can make this as long as you want or short as you want. She says you could do any yarn you want, from lace weight to bulky weight, so it doesn't matter. Acrylic, cotton, wool. So that's what I made extra out of that. Okay, I'm getting a little dry. I'm going to take a drink. I also got a new cup when I was out camping. Got these. These were left over from one of the ladies' retreats. And it's perfect. It has a lid that completely, you can tip it upside down and not a drop of anything spills. It says pursue from James 4:8. It says draw near to God and he will draw near to you. James 4:8. And I like it because it fits in my car cup holder now. As before, the large tumbler is wonderful, but it kept falling over. And it wasn't spill proof. When it would fall over, it would leak. This fits, this doesn't leak. All right. Let's see. I think I kind of went through everything. Now I have not picked up my son's sweater vest yet for a while. It's still waiting to just get its trim. I know, I'm so close to finishing that. I need to get that focused on that too. The brown sweater, I've set that aside. I haven't been working on that. The only thing I've been focusing on is this cotton scarf with this cute little stitch holder. Did I show you this? Oh, I got to show you this again. I did show you these. There's a lady on YouTube and she's a podcaster. She's a knitter. And she makes these cute little stitch markers. There's a close-up. That's Mr. Frog. I have Mr. Frog and Mrs. Lemonade. Miss Lemonade. Miss Lemonade is on my sweater. She's hanging out somewhere. There she is down at the bottom. Cute stuff. She has her own little shop. Every stitch counts. That's the name of her YouTube channel. Her name is Charlotte, and her YouTube channel is Every Stitch Counts. And she sells these wonderful little stitch markers. I gave her the idea. I says, you know, maybe you could, have you ever thought about doing honeybees? Oh, excuse me. I told her I would be interested in honeybees. But, yeah, I see my cat's out there jumping. He just jumped like 3 feet in the air and then landed back down. I don't know what he's doing. He's playful right now out there. But anyway, that's everything that I had today. Thank you all for being here and watching. I appreciate you all. I appreciate all your kind comments. I really do. I just love you all. You're just so amazing. Yeah, keep having fun. If you haven't started anything for summer, then I encourage you to do so. If you are making something for summer, let me know what you're making in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're doing, what you got going on. With me, I'm just going to finish this t-shirt and then finish that scarf, and that's going to be it for me for summer things. I think I'm going to get the talk right, Laura. Inklings. I'm going to get the inklings to start working on something for fall, which this was an early fall piece, but I've got some other plans. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to let you go now, for sure. You all take care and stay safe, and you have a wonderful week. And I will see you again on the next podcast. Bye, friends!